Hi, welcome to today's Kids Story Time from the Kids Zone Fun Factory. Last week we told you a story about Hannah and how Hannah wanted a son, and God finally gave her that son, and she named him Samuel. Today our story is called Through God's Eyes by Samuel. I wish I could tell you that all of Israel's kings were good, but some of them were awful. They didn't do what God wanted. Saul was a king like that, and God wanted me to find a new king. Go to Bethlehem and talk to Jesse. One of his sons will be the king soon, God told me. But I was afraid. What if Saul found out? He might kill me. Everybody knows that he has a pretty bad temper. But I did what God told me. I went to Bethlehem. Then I invited Jesse and his sons to join me in worshiping God. Jesse's sons were big and strong. I knew right away that one of these 7 strong fellows would make a great king. God saw things differently, though. Don't pay attention to what they look like, God said. I only care about what's in their hearts. One by one, I looked at each of Jesse's sons. But one by one, God said, "Nope, not him." Now, what was I supposed to do? I kind of felt silly standing there, but then I had an idea. "Do you have any other sons?" I asked. "Yes, but he's just the youngest of the boys. His name is David. He's out in the fields with the sheep and the goats." "I need to see him too," I told Jesse. When David arrived, I saw that he was a handsome young man with beautiful eyes. He didn't look like a king to me, but God knew what he was like on the inside. God said, "This is the one. Anoint him." Whew! What a relief. "He's the one," I said. Right then and there, I took some special oil and I poured it on David's head. God's Spirit came upon him in a powerful way that day, and I had a feeling he was going to make a great king. You know, that day with Jesse and his sons, I learned something. There are different ways at looking at people. We usually look at their outside. That's pretty easy. But God looks at people on the inside, at who they really are. People tend to view things with just their eyes. We like to judge people by how they look. But God has a different view. God sees what's in our hearts. And that's what really matters the most. How can we see people on the inside? We can get to know them. We can listen to them, and we can hear their stories. Pretty soon, we can discover who they are on the inside. And it's really fun. Here's a challenge for you. Find someone that you don't know very well. Maybe a friend at school, maybe someone in your neighborhood. Ask that person to tell you about a favorite thing of theirs. Now you're getting to know that person on the inside. That's it for this week's Kids Story Time. I'll see you again next week.